when I'm travelling around, I always try and drop into someplace new, someplace I haven't been. This is Bogentangen. So what do you call someone from Bogentangen? There's not much there. I did not see a living... I did see a living thing. I saw 2 goats. That was it. Not a person, not a vehicle, nothing. Nothing. Great little place, a holiday resort, I think. The gang and I are on the way home. We've been up at Barcaldine for about 10 days there now. We've been away for a month trapping. Had a great run, 25 dogs, 31 pigs. I don't know how many cats we got. Yeah, and on the way down here, and there's one of my favourite little towns in this area. Great little town. It's got a great name. Look at this. Now, what do you call people that come from Dingo? Right? Dingovites? Dingovarians? Or do you call them dogs and bitches? No, I can't say that, because a lot of people from overseas don't realise that there's quite a few dingoes around Australia. Down in Victoria, we've got Warrigal, right, which is one of the famous Aboriginal names for dingo. But closer down to home there, we've got Wandai. Now, in the local Waka Waka people language there, Wandai means dingo. So there's dingoes all across Australia. Look at you, pack of dingoes, eh? And we'd just like to do a shout out to all the great people that we've run into on this trip. We've had people stop us in Walkerston, in outside of Alpha. We're all over the place, on the side of the road. Everyday people that have watched our show, that subscribe to the channel. It's a really humbling experience to have, you know, and I thank you all for your support. What it really does strike me, though, it strikes me that there's so many people that feel the same way around this country. So many people feel like we've been tricked, we've been lied to, we've been conned. So much BS and so much rubbish and lies and deception is going on, not just in Australia, all around the world. It's time for good people just to say enough and make your voices heard. Mob of pigs going across over here. They all look like mob of sows and suckers, but it's a bit of fun if we can get the dogs on them. See if I can get in close enough. You can see it. Get on it. Oh, let's go. One shot, one hit. Off. Right, off. Right. Good stuff. Off. Bit of fun right on dark. Looks like getting into a few pigs. Coming into the last trap set. old whack. Well, I think that's about it. That's 3 dogs and a cat for the day, and a couple of pigs. 2, 3 pigs. Okay, you've all been fed and watered, and you're ready for the day, are you? Ready to get in on. Bungie, you might make a dog, maybe. And Brandy, well, you come along pretty good. Probably my second last night. We're doing okay, up to 16 dogs, and I think there's another 2 today. I wouldn't be surprised. We had another couple. So the program's been a success. Been long. It's not so much hard, it's just you've got to keep at it constant, but it's something I really enjoy doing. Getting the success here for the landowners, and just, yeah, it's not killing the dogs, it's just getting the numbers under control so they don't slaughter the calves. So, dogs are fed and they've had a run in the back. I'm just going to head out along the highway here now for a bit, go in on the far paddock, start checking those traps. Cooked myself up a bit of venison this morning. I've got a toothache, bad. I had an appointment on Monday, but I postponed that because I knew I wouldn't get back in time. I'll get it done. I haven't got too many teeth left to ache, but this one is. I lost most of them when I got a bad smash in the mouth with a gate years ago, rectum. So one of these days I'll get them all fixed and I won't be such a gapless, toothless wonder talking to people. Embarrassing. Anyway, that's the way it goes. You can't have everything in this life. You've just got to do the best you can with what you got. Count your blessings, make your blessings count. No, in, what's that, 6 days now, I've had these traps in. Hasn't been a dog track at all past here. Not a pig, not a dog, nothing. So, but it takes me probably half an hour or 3/4 of an hour to go around this way to check this trap and another trap, or these 2 and the next 2. So I think I'll pull these 2 traps and concentrate in the last couple of days on where we have got good sign. Never get sick of stirring up that sensitive weed. Go on, go back to sleep. And remember to go into your mapping program and change the colour or however you do it on your mapping program so you record that you've already taken those traps up. Okay, saves a lot of time later on. Morning, snack packs. Hey. Side there, you have a look at that. Now that calf there is a great example of the issue we have with wild dogs. Okay, it's had a big piece chewed out of its rear end. It's just a classic. That's a classic dog bite. And it's healed up. So there's a baby calf chewed up, and sometimes you see them with the tails chewed off or the ears chewed off, whatever. Classic dog bite. Now, these are big properties. Now, this one here is nearly 100,000 acres just in this one property. This paddock here is about, I think, 15,000 acres just in the one paddock. And it's thick, it's rough and it's thick. They use a chopper to get the cattle out. Now what you find is that there's a lot of calves that just go missing, so they'll come mother up time and there'll be trap here. No, nothing in that one. Yeah, they'll get 80% calving, and you might put it down to not getting in calf, or something else happened that they bad season or whatever. But a lot of the time, what it is the dingo has killed that calf right after it's been born, and the mother's dried up, and by the time you get them into muster or see them, that there's no sign of the calf and there's no sign of the cow having had a calf, unless you've peg tested them all, which a lot of people don't do in this country. You don't know how many you should have had. So the dogs are getting a lot of calves that aren't recorded. They're also damaging a lot. And I hear this constant rubbish that goes on, especially people commenting on the channel, and they're saying, "Oh, these are our alpha predator. They're alpha predator." Oh, you people are delusional. I'm just checking another trap here as we go. The other great predator we had in this country was the thylacine. They disappeared with the arrival of the dingo. If you grab a kangaroo by the tail, he can't come around. He can't turn around and bite you or grab you or do anything. You got a kangaroo by the tail, he's gone. Right? He just bounces up and down because the spine is fixed. Thylacine was the same because it was marsupial. Now, you imagine a pack of dingoes coming onto a thylacine, one or two attacking the front end, and all one's got to do is go and latch onto its tail, and that thylacine is gone. He's got no defence. Two or three dogs grab him by the back end, and he can't turn around to bite them or do anything like that, and they will just pull him down and kill him. That's why we've only got the last remaining thylacine in Tasmania. Now, people say they're extinct or the rest of it. Okay, a story for another day. But the dingo, its arrival with human species to this mainland Australia, probably about 3,500 years ago, that is what wiped out not just the thylacine, but a lot of our old species in this country. So the dingo is one of our main predators now, but it is a introduced predator. Right, we're coming into the gully where we've got two traps set here. Very hopeful on this one. But even trap, we've got some more traps. Power in that old V8. Isn't it beautiful? Alright, time for a bit of a snack. Venison schnitzel is easily fried up. A little bit of olive oil, just a touch in a pan. Seared both sides for about 30 seconds. Beautiful. All I've eaten now for the last month has been venison. Nothing else. No veggies, no fruit, no potatoes, no coffee. Just a little touch of milk in my coffee, in my tea. That's all I've allowed myself. Basically, straight protein diet. Venison. People might say, "Oh, you're crazy." It's about a month down the track now. I have not felt as good as this for 20 years. The pain that was in my shoulders, or this shoulder that I broke over in British Columbia, and give me so much trouble ever since. It's not back to normal, but it is good. Pains I had back and whatever else disappeared. I've lost probably about 4 or 5 kilos. I thought I was in pretty good shape as it was, but now I'm down to lean, mean, fighting machine. Probably about 88 kilos, and I don't feel I've got any excess body fat at all. My joints feel good, everything feels good, eyesight, the whole lot. I recommend it to people. Get off a lot of your processed foods, get off a lot of your preservatives and additives and all that, and I think that's what was messing my stomach up that much. Get off that, get onto something basic like venison. If you can, go out and shoot some deer and just eat venison for a month and see how you feel. Okay, I looked up ahead here, and right on the top of the crest of the hill here was a big black sow. I think she's seen us, so let's idle up here nice and quiet and throw the dogs out, and let's see if we can get her and some of her buddies maybe. Yeah. See her down. Brandon, off! Brandon, off! Brandon, come! Marcy, off! 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 Oh, 2 big sows. Yeah, difficult in that stuff there. The first shot when she charged just skidded down and took the top of the shoulder off. Good dogs. Good boy, Bungie. Good boy. Good boy. Buggy, 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 bug, buggy, bug. Have a buggy, buggy, buggy. Buggy, bug. Good dogs. Come here, dog, come here. That toe's giving you hell, isn't it? That foot you've hurt. She ripped a toe off the other day and it's not good. You shouldn't be even out of the truck. You just wanted to go and chase that pig, didn't you? Good girl. Yes, good girl. Well, we've got we call it NASA training. It's something that David Hart at Kandanga sort of started with years ago, and I took it up. And that's before your pups' eyes are even open. We get them and we cuddle them, we turn them over, we scratch their bellies, we spin them around, pass them from hand to hand. Every day you do a little bit more, and after a while you're throwing them in the air, and we're dunking them in water and all this. And you don't do it to terrify them. You just do it gently and ease them into it. And after a while, you can do anything with your pups. And we get power tools, and we'll start off with like a electric drill, well away from them, and drill, and then get closer and closer and closer. And after a bit, the pups don't show any notice to it at all. And you get all your power tools, and after a while, the pups are there happily, feeding on mum, and you can be revving away with the biggest, drill or power tool you've got, and nothing's, no insult is taken by the pups. They're not scared of it at all. And like I said, we throw them around, we dip them in water nice and gently for a start, and a bit more and a bit more. And after a while, these pups are getting fully submerged in water, and it's not worrying them at all. This is even before their eyes are open. And by the time that they are eyes open and running around, these pups are bomb-proof. They're used to everything, loud noises. We get like tin cans and beat them with a spoon, dong, 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 dong. And after a while, they don't bat an eye to anything that goes on like that, and that stops them from being gun shy or shy of vehicles or shy of loud noises or anything like that later on. So yeah, the NASA dog training school. Thank you, David.